Yes, ma'am.
ओके बेटा.
Good morning, all the teachers. I am Aditya of class
लैंडस्केप
9th
में
A.
करो बेटा. हेलो आदित्य, अपना कैमरा लैंडस्केप में करो बेटा.
Good
मोबाइल
morning,
मोबाइल
all the
घुमाओ
teachers.
बेटा.
I am Aditya of class 9th A, and today I am going to demonstrate you my project on industrial problem solving with linear programming. Let's understand it with an example. Here is company Polaris, which manufactures two types of bikes, namely the mountain bike and the road bike. It takes 5 hours to manufacture a mountain bike and 3 hours to manufacture a road bike. The company makes a profit of rupees 1200 on the mountain bike and that of rupees 1000 on the road bike. And due to certain restrictions, the company can only manufacture 4 bikes per day. Now, recently, the company receives a 10 days contract from a client who wishes to buy both the bikes with the condition that the company has to manufacture at most thrice as many road bikes as mountain bikes. And here comes the dilemma question. Should the company approve this contract? Well, how can it achieve maximum profit under such conditions? And this is where we will make use of linear programming. But what is linear programming? Well, linear programming is a mathematical efficient way of solving problems under constraints to achieve best results. It is cost effective and has various applications in domains like agriculture, transportation, engineering, manufacturing, and many more. So let's now see some terms of linear programming. In linear programming, the objective is represented in the form of linear equation is the objective function and is generalized in the form z equals ax plus by. The constraints are the restrictions or limitations that occur during a circumstance and they have to be accounted. Feasible region is the solution space which obeys all the constraints and this is the region where our solution lies. Okay. Now, so for our problem, I have assigned the number of mountain bikes as x and number of road bikes as y. Let us isolate the necessities. Our objective was to maximize the profit, therefore our objective function is P, profit equals 1200x plus 1000y. And similarly, the constraints are here, and it's obvious that the company cannot manufacture a negative number of bikes, therefore the value of x and y must be greater than equal to 0. Also, since the constraints are or inequalities, they will represent an area under the graph. Let's find what's going to be the feasible region. So the first constraint, the time constraint. The second, the production constraint. And the third, the contracts constraint. Now, what we see after plotting those regions is that this is going to be the feasible region. Now, here I have done the analysis in three different cases, each with a graph of scale 1 centimeter equals 2.5 units. In the first case, I have plugged in the value 10, 10 and achieved a profit of rupees 22,000. In the second case, I have chosen the value as 10, 30 and arrived at a profit of rupees 42,000. But in the third case, when I plugged in the value 40, 0, that is this point, I achieved a profit as rupees 48,000. Isn't there a difference? Profit is least there, it is moderately high there, but in the third case, it is the maximum. Well, our objective is fulfilled. Therefore, we conclude that 40, 0 is the optimal point, which is the maximum profit 48,000. Therefore, this explains that the company has to manufacture
Okay,
40
Aditya.
mountain bikes and 0 road bikes in order to attain maximum profit. Based on the analysis, the company can decide whether to approve the contract.
Okay, Aditya.
Thank you.
हो गया आदित्य
Okay, thank you बेटा. Thank you.
मैडम के बोल
Very good. Next, Shivain Gupta. Shivain.
शिवेन
Shivain, are you ready? Present हो क्या? Shivain present है क्या? Okay, next. 10th में हितेश. हितेश.
Ma'am, just a minute.
Are you ready बेटा? हितेश. बेटा अपना कैमरा ऑन करो. क्या प्रॉब्लम हो रही है हितेश? बेटा आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही है, माइक ऑन करो। ओके बेटा माइक ऑन करो।
Good morning, teacher. My I studied my project on the topic finding the instrument's height of 3D objects or figures. There is a scale here and a lead which is connected to this, and we can find the height of these 3D figures like this. This is a cuboid. When we put this cuboid under this and this, easily find the when we place a, we can also write that when that sphere is 3.4.5 centimeter. When we put cylinder of the cylinder and the height
हितेश, हितेश, हितेश,
yes,
बेटा
ma'am.
आपका नेटवर्क का इशू हो रहा है बेटा, तो क्लियर नहीं है ना, आपकी आवाज क्लियर है ना, आप दिखाई भी ठीक से नहीं दे रहा है, तो आप थोड़ा ठहर के करेंगे।
ठीक है मैम।
हितेश, ओके बेटा।
Yes, ma'am.
ओके बेटा,
और
ओके
ले-
ओके। हितेश,
Yes, ma'am.
हितेश अभी शुरू करो बेटा। हितेश अगर तुम्हें टाइम चाहिए तो फिर मोहम्मद का शुरू कराते हैं, मोहम्मद अर्श खान का।
Yes, ma'am.
अर्श तुम तैयार हो ना?
Yes, ma'am.
ओके बेटा शुरू करो बेटा।
Am I visible? And I am visible.
हाँ विजिबल बेटा।
Good morning. My name is Mohammad Ashkhan, class 10th A, project title Trigonometric Ratios. The ratio of a right angle triangle with respect to any of its acute angle is called trigonometric ratio. We invented trigonometric ratio because we need to find or calculate some angle or distances in many fields such as astronomy, map marking, surveying, etc., which is not possible with small scale instruments. The first use of the idea of the sign was in Aryabhatiam by Aryabhatta in AD 500. In AD 500, he used a term called Aradha Jya for half chord, which was shortened to Jya or Jiva in due course. Then the Aryabhatiam was translated into Arabic, then Arabic to Latin, and in Latin language the term jiva was translated to sinus. Then after that, in about 15th century, an English professor of astronomy called Edmund Gunter first used the term sine. Then the cosine and tangent were discovered later. So I have a model for this. Can you see it? So here we can see the 6 trigonometric ratios: sine theta, cos theta, tan theta, cot theta, sec theta, and cosec theta. And this is a rotable type. So if we want to find out a value of sine 30, we can easily find out by rotating it, and just we can see it that the value of sine theta is 1 by 2. If we want to find out about sec 45 degree, then we can rotate it. Then we can find out the value of sec theta is root 2. So by rotating it, we can easily find out the values of the trigonometric ratios. So this is a easy method of finding trigonometric ratios. Thank you.
Thank you, Arsh. Thank you, beta. Next, Hitesh. Hitesh.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, beta, start करो.
Good morning, teachers. My name is Hitesh Kumar Prajapati and I study in class 10th. This is my math project on the topic height finding of the 3D objects. In this, there is a from which we can find the height of the 3D figures like this. When we take cylinder under this and we fix the scale, we can see the height of this scale on the scale. The height of this mug cylindrical is 13 centimeter. We can find it easily. Example, when we put sphere under this and fix it, then we can easily see that the height of the sphere is 20 centimeter. Height of the sphere is diameter of the sphere. So the diameter of the sphere is 30 centimeter. When we put a cylindrical object under this, we can also find the height of this cylindrical object. The cylindrical object height is 14 centimeter. So we can easily find the height of the object by this instrument. Thank you.
Thank you, Hitesh. Next, हमारे participant हैं नेहा छिपा. नेहा.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, बेटा. Start करो बेटा. नेहा अपना मोबाइल लैंडस्केप में रखो बेटा.
मैम आप सही है.
घुमाओ बेटा. और
मैम घुमा हुआ ये लैंडस्केप नहीं है.
ऑटो रोटेट करो. ऑटो रोटेट करके. हाँ अभी ठीक है बेटा. स्टार्ट करो.
मैम कैन आई स्टार्ट.
स्टार्ट करो बेटा. स्टार्ट करो.
Good morning, teachers and my friends. My name is Neha Chipa. I study in class 10th B, and my roll number is 10207. The title of my project is Interactive Learning of Circle Theorem. The main objective of the project is to display and learn circles about circle theorems. For example, equal chords of a circle subtend equal angles at the center. For this, I use chord GE and chord BD, which are both equal. Here, angle subtended by chord BD is equals to 80 degree and angle subtended by chord GE is equals to 80 degree, which proves the theorem. And my next theorem is the angle subtended by an arc of a circle at the center is double the angle subtended by it at any point on the remaining part of the circle. For this, I will use arc ED, center point O and the point A. Here, angle subtended by arc ED at center is 60 degree and at remaining part of the circle is 30 degree. Which so angle subtended by arc ED at center is double the angle subtended by arc ED at remaining part of the circle. My next theorem is angle in the same segment of a circle are equal. For this, I will use point E, D, B 30 degree and angle A is also 30 degree, which proves the theorem. My next theorem is the angle in a semicircle is a right angle. For this I will use diameter FC and a point A. Here the angle made by semicircle is 90 degree, which proves the theorem. And my next theorem is the opposite angles of a quadrilateral inscribed in a circle are supplementary. So that is sum is 180 degree. So for this I will use point E, B, A and G. Here angle A is 130 degree and angle G is 50 degree. And they are both opposite to each other and sum is 180 degree. Similarly, angle B is 80 degree and angle G is 100 degree and sum is 180 degree. This project is made for product, and using this project we can find and prove different types of circle theorems. Thank you.
थैंक यू नेहा, थैंक यू। अभी हमारा 9th और 10th का खत्म हो गया है। अभी हम लोग